What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to us here at StreamYard. We are live, coming at you. Hello, live, Ryan,
here.
Connor, Robbie,
It's me.
live from our bedrooms, watching the NFL draft, which is live from Kansas City. What's up? It's gonna be.
I did think about texting you guys this morning and saying, what if we just drove to Kansas City right now? Connor's real close. Ryan and I probably could have made it if we had started this morning at 8 o'clock this morning.
That's probably a good idea.
It's about 11 hours from Atlanta, so
yeah.
Ryan should be a little bit closer.
Shout out David Fonseca, who has my YouTube TV, and he's the reason we're getting this green limit warning. Get the fuck off. We need this for our podcast.
Facts.
That's if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. Currently, my clock on my TV screen, the draft begins in 3, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 1 second. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the 3-minute mark right there. So if you're looking to sync up with us to make sure that we have, we have the reactions at the same time.
There's my running back,
Bijan Robinson, the Texas running back. We have a few University of Texas students in the audience right now. So obviously they're big fans of his. Bijan Robinson dripped out. I will say currently, maybe one of the only first-round running backs, if I'm guessing.
Yeah,
one of maybe Gibbs,
maybe Jahmyr Gibbs in the very end of the first round. I just want to give a shout out to Mata and Jeffrey for joining the stream. Thanks for being here, guys. I see you commenting, so
what's up, guys?
Shout out.
Speaking of the Texas students, it's who I was referring to actually.
Gang.
So we're excited to get going here. There's been a lot going on today, a lot of odds moving. Robbie, would you like to update the audience on what you've heard recently in terms of the quarterback odds?
Ahmad, I think we're all on ESPN. Is everyone on ABC or ESPN?
Could you do another?
I'm on ESPN.
I'm also
2 minutes right there. That was 2 minutes right. 158, 157, 156.
Yeah, so the assumption for the last week or so has been that the Panthers will take Bryce Young at number 1 overall. Mm-hmm. There was a rumor on Reddit that Will Levis, from some random guy, I don't really know what this guy's connection to Will Levis is, but the Will Levis was telling his friends and family that he's going to be taking number 1 overall. He denied that, but we'll see what happens. There was an agreement made on the podcast we just recorded that if Will Levis is taken number 1 overall by the Carolina Panthers, that I will be making coffee and putting mayo in it while ordering an Indianapolis Colts jersey. So if you're not going to stick around for the whole draft, I would definitely recommend sticking around for the first pick because you may see me drink coffee with mayonnaise. You might need to
explain that.
Will Levis likes mayonnaise
just leave
in
it.
coffee.
Just leave it like that. Let the people wonder.
So
there's Google for a reason.
Here's one more countdown to the 1 minute mark. We have 107, 106, 105, 104, 103, 102, 101, and there's the 1 minute mark before the draft begins.
I'm on ABC. Am I on the wrong thing? What's happening?
I'm on ESPN.
You go to ESPN.
Does it not have a countdown there?
No, because I'm still on the local Atlanta station.
Oh yeah, I'm on ESPN right now.
All right, I just changed.
So that's what it is.
I got 45. 43, 42.
So yeah, as Robbie was saying, some of the odds have definitely shifted around. Anthony Richardson, I remember about a few weeks ago, he was talked about being picked in the late first round, and now he's talking about being the second or third quarterback to even be drafted. Wow. I think it's going to be an insane night. Robbie, Ryan, and I were talking. I think this is going to be one of the most entertaining drafts that we see in a long time. Barring all the waiting in between every single draft pick, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of that, and barring Roger Goodell, of course, because nobody likes that guy.
Yep.
But I will say, gentlemen, I'm seeing here, and I think the set's pretty cool. I think this Kansas City set, just in terms of the big fountain in the middle of everything and just the layout, I think it all looks good. Downtown
KC's nice. They got a good 100%. Setup down there, so that should be cool. If you're in chat, drop who's going to be drafted number 1 overall. We'll all say who we think every pick, and then whoever's wrong has to put me on their coffee. There you go.
Ew. So given that that's about to happen, Ryan, we're gonna come to you first. Who's gonna be the number 1 overall pick in this draft?
I think it's got to be Bryce Young. I think if you take Will Levis here, you're just a clown.
Why did you trade up if you're gonna take Will Levis?
Right,
that would be my question.
I think Bryce is a safe pick. No one's gonna come after you. And tell you you're a failure of a franchise if you take Bryce Young here, because that's what everybody.
We are a failure of a franchise. That is not mistaken.
Bryce has got to be first.
I would hope so. I mean, he's the best. Like, he played the best quarterback like in college. Like all of these guys, like you've seen him play the quarterback position well. All these other guys are all potential or things that you think could happen. Like you've seen Bryce Young play quarterback. You know what he can do. Right. I think he's just the safest one.
Well, that's what I mean. I understand the measurables, and especially at quarterback, sometimes how the measurables can be important. But when you have enough game tape, I feel like sometimes you just got to ignore some of that stuff. Like, I don't care that he's 5'10" and a quarter. No. He just throws the ball so well at such an elite level, at such an above college level that I think, like you said, I think it's a no-brainer that you pick him.
It's one of those things they get caught up in the measurables, and you have guys like Brock Osweiler. Like, the guy looked like he should have been an NFL quarterback, and he's terrible. Like, you have to be able to play football. It doesn't really matter how tall you are if you don't know how to read a defense, how to make decisions. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So with some of that being said, you know, with some of the other quarterback that's landed himself in a little bit of controversy for his incredibly low score on some of the mental aptitude test, I guess, for like quick decision making and you know, reading defenses, you know, out of Ohio State. How do we feel about that? Do you think that impacts him tonight?
The only thing I saw is that the guy that created this test, so if no one knows, this new test like replaced the Wonderlic. The Wonderlic was pretty much like SAT questions, and that was like how they gauge their intelligence. And now they have on this more football oriented that actually like makes them like do some reading of defenses, like make some quick decisions, stuff like that. And they've updated the test. I don't remember what it's called, but the guy that created the test, obviously they're not the ones that released the scores. All of these scores have gotten leaked by whoever, and he came out and said that not all of the scores you've seen have been accurate. Who he's talking about,
there you
don't
go.
know.
That's interesting.
But he has come out and said that what you're seeing that has been leaked is not necessarily the truth. Damn, that crowd is insane, dude.
We saw the Stroud, like, I saw a Stroud interview asking him about this, and he was talking to like, yeah, I'm here just to play football, like all that.
Bro, he pulled the Cardale Jones. I didn't come here to play school. Like he straight up pulled it. That was
tweet
hilarious.
fucking kills me every time. Anytime anything has to do with Stroud now on Twitter, it's always followed up by like Cardale Jones tweet.
So Robbie, coming to you before we get started here, who's going to be the number one pick?
Bryce Young. It's gotta be.
You mean Will Levis, right?
I think the Panthers were playing some mind games for a while with the Texans of like changing who they were going to take to see if they could get them to trade up. Obviously, they didn't bite, but I think Bryce has been the guy all along. But we'll see. We're about to find out in 10 minutes.
I'm pretty comfortable with saying Bryce is the number one pick. I'm saying the top 5 is a fucking dumpster fire. I have no idea how this.
If I'm the Arizona Cardinals, I trade back. I just don't see any world where you don't trade back if you're the Arizona Cardinals.
I mean, but like, okay, we keep talking about the obviously the quarterback. It could be like a 4 in a row quarterbacks, which would be insane. And you guys obviously said if you're at 5, you get Will Anderson. That's a steal, guys. We haven't even mentioned Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is the number 1 overall prospect in the draft at this point, and what we're saying that if Jalen Carter falls out of the top 10 or top 5, and like granted, I guess you could attribute some of that to the attitude or his
pending legal problems.
Right. Exactly. But it's just like, he's been the number 1 prospect for probably the entire year, and now we're talking about him being out of the top 5. It's just kind of crazy.
I don't know if it's fair or not, but I think a lot of people have compared him to like a Hainsworth. Where like he has all the physical skills to be a great defensive lineman, but does he have the work ethic to keep it up and become like a great player? And I think that's where the question mark is with him. It's like, is he going to come to practice every day and work hard? Because obviously we know that Albert Hainsworth did not. Where does he fall on that? I think that's been the concern with him.
Yeah. So I'm interested to get going. I'm currently getting a Wendy's ad, so if that helps anyone who's on YouTube TV.
I'm behind Connor a little bit. I just got to Wendy's.
Yeah, no, I was saying that it just switched over as soon as I said that. But
if
anybody's on YouTube
Wendy's
TV,
has nerfed the fucking 4 for $4 and the biggie bag.
Yes,
like, absolutely
they have,
nerfed.
Like, actually,
it's ridiculous.
Have they just decreased like what are they decreased?
So you don't get nuggets with the biggie bag anymore.
I did last time I went.
Maybe I'm crazy.
No, I think you're crazy. That's not true. Everything may be smart. I think like the fries are
I'll catch you guys later.
The 4 for $4, they moved the junior double bacon off, and you can only get that on the biggie.
Didn't they? They also moved. It might be in Stillwater, but they moved the bacon double stack off. I want to say too, on the 4 for $4, which is kind of annoying. That's outrageous. Now I kind of want Wendy's. I want a Baconator.
You're fat.
Wendy's
nuts, Connor. How about that?
Robbie, say that funny joke to the chat.
Hey,
you know what
chat. Did you know that there's a country in Africa that starts with every letter of the alphabet except for the letter K? That's a fun stat I heard the other day. I didn't know if anyone in chat knew that, but y'all should go check that out.
Yeah, I don't know if they know about. Yeah,
it's just I can't.
Bro, I
believe
know.
there's none with
I
the
know
letter
what
K.
mine knows.
What'd you say?
Mine stay knowing.
Yeah.
Let's think about. You got Egypt. That's an E. You got Morocco. That's an M. Nigeria is an N. South Africa is an S. We got Uganda. We got Sudan. There's just none with the letter K, and it's a crazy stat.
Not a single one, man.
Flexing his.
Yeah. Can you fit these nuts in your mouth?
Oh, he got him, bro. Oh my lord, he absolutely got him.
Fucking alternated caps just killed me.
He never had a chance, bro. He never had a chance. So boys, I'm currently looking at his CBS mock draft here, the most recent one that actually came out today. Would you like to hear Bryce Young's scouting report in terms of his strengths and his weaknesses?
Hold on, are they booing Goodell? Oh yeah, they are.
Oh shoot, Roger Goodell is currently coming up to the stage.
It is the guy from Modern Family. What's his name?
I love booing Goodell.
So as we said, Roger Goodell is currently on the stage. I don't have the volume on, so I'm not sure.
I just turned up, yeah, just slightly.
Oh, he just said welcome.
I'm like 3 seconds behind you, Connor.
I can pause it. Ryan, where are you at?
37, 38, 39.
Okay. Pause it for 3 seconds. So starting 3, 2, 1, pause. 2, go.
6, 7.
Yeah.
8.
What numbers are you guys looking at?
The YouTube TV numbers.
5, 6, 7.
No.
Yeah, I'm around there.
Oh, did we do that one on the pod already?
What? Yeah, that was the last. That was the cold open of the last episode.
Ahmad, we appreciate you being a loyal listener and calling us out. Man. I actually do appreciate that.
Who's this fraud?
Ryan, we
get the fuck out of here!
Ryan, this is not.
Heidi Gardner.
I can't edit this for you.
I'm gonna call her a fucking broad. Like what? Me and my 4-pound bag of fucking trail mix.
I guess, man. So, I'm not exactly sure what the plan is at the moment.
I guess they're just getting us hyped up. They just want to put someone other than Goodell up there so he wouldn't get booed any longer.
Everyone in the fucking crowd's like, who is WH Omega lol?
Okay, that's fucking sick.
That's kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
I know those dudes.
Yeah.
Yo, Kermit the Frog is on stage.
Kermit the Frog here.
That was pretty good. All right, in terms of would you guys like me to go back to read the Bryce Young scouting report real quick? I can do that while they're
did they have like a comparison for him?
So I don't see a comparison, but I do have a strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, go for it.
Well, Kelsey can catch it.
So Bryce Young's strengths. Oh, excuse me, they do have a pro comparison.
Can I guess?
Of course.
Drew Brees.
No.
I have no idea.
Ryan, you want to take a shot at it? Anybody?
I'm listening to the audio. They're all half the crowd's booing Mahomes because they're not all Chiefs fans.
So his pro comparison is actually Tony Romo of the Dallas Cowboys.
So I have another one for you.
Go ahead.
Randall Cunningham.
There it is. Yep.
He doesn't run as well as Randall Cunningham.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, he doesn't.
It's true.
He can. He just doesn't like.
Right. He just doesn't.
So
Kelsey just said, "You ready to trade up for the #1 pick?"
Bro, Kelsey is hammered. Like legitimately.
So in terms of Bryce's strengths, he's incredibly poised and chaos doesn't phase him in the pocket. Super creative to avoid pressure and can release the ball from any arm angle or platform. tough as nails, willing to take hits behind the line or in space. And
I
anticipatory
get better
thrower.
about that, but yes.
Anticipatory thrower
I
who
got
also
950.
reads the entire.
48,
Where we at counting
47, 46.
Yeah.
Oh, we're like all
yeah,
synced up.
we're
Okay.
good. And it says anticipatory thrower who also reads the entire field in a hurry. So for the people who are watching, the Panthers are on the clock. It's 9:33, 32, 31, 30. And in terms of Bryce Young's weaknesses, we have at times tries to do too much as an improviser. Would we agree with that?
I don't agree with that.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I thought when he got in trouble for improvising, there was like not much he could do. Like I thought he had to at some point.
I think our receivers said Bam also did a really bad job of like helping him when he improvised. Like half the time they just stand there and throw their hands up. And it's like, no. That is factual too, by the way.
And the next two weaknesses are arm talent and speed are good, not outstanding.
Look at those goobers debating to pick Will Levis in the first pick.
And the last
Don't
one
forget
is
the last year we thought we were gonna take was it
Malik
Willis?
Yeah, Malik Willis.
And we did. So I believe.
And then Bryce's last weakness is unprecedented tiny frame and takes plenty of hits.
That's just not true.
Kyler
is smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like in terms of their abilities, like Bryce isn't a runner like Kyler is though. So
like,
in terms of
highlight right here, like
in terms of Bryce's play style, I understand why that's more of a concern.
Yeah.
But I still don't think it should be a concern. What a ball! We're watching some Bryce Young. We're watching some Bryce Young highlights.
Bryce Young highlights.
He's just great.
He got drilled. And he's
plastered there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Against NFL front seven.
No,
just slinging it.
9.
Double coverage.
Ryan are reliving the games.
I don't want to relive this fucking Texas
Should have
game.
lost that game, yeah.
That was insane, bro. That was crazy. Remember, everyone thought that was going to be like a 40-point blowout. It was going to be a shutout.
I thought we were going to wax Texas.
No, everyone did. It wasn't just you guys. Yeah, y'all probably would have lost if Quinn stayed in the game, which is even crazy.
No, I 100%. I don't disagree with that.
Not close.
Yeah. So look at him. He's right there. The 2021 Heisman Trophy.
Where's that phone? Where's that phone?
That phone better be ringing.
What up, Coach?
Where's Will Levis? Show me.
Can you get Boomer off the fuck? Or not Boomer. A fucking Booger off the fucking set.
Yo,
I'm sick of his ass.
They should have Booger on the Booger mobile for the draft, just like randomly like skirting around the fans. That'd be hilarious.
Ryan, here's a comment for you.
What's up?
It's on the screen.
Dude, broad is such a great term.
It's
versatile.
Yeah.
Personal favorite.
Oh man. So yeah, we're excited to get this thing going. Obviously,
there's
going to be.
Always been hot, but thank you for noticing.
Let him cook.
But as I was saying, obviously the first pick is underway right now. We are waiting for that to come in. There's going to be a decent amount of waiting, especially in the early going. They're pretending like they're conferring, even though they already know where they're going. So I guess we're going to see. And as Robbie said, we are interested to see if the number 3 pick, the Arizona Cardinals, trade down. Because I think, Robbie, are you predicting essentially that they will trade down?
The Cardinals, I think they will.
Yeah. All right.
I think if you can get someone, especially, I think either way the Texans go, right? So if the Texans don't draft a quarterback, say they go Will Anderson, you have your pick of all of the quarterbacks other than Bryce Young, who you knew was going to be gone. You can trade up and get there. If 2 quarterbacks go, someone's going to panic and say, my guy might not be there at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
I think, and if you're the Cardinals, you have a quarterback, you can trade back, get more draft capital. I'd be pretty surprised. I think the only person you take at 3 is Will Anderson or Jalen Carter, if you're not going to trade back, if you're the Cardinals.
So, interestingly enough, going further down this mock draft that CBS posted today, so the number 2 pick, they do in fact have the Texans taking Will Anderson, so not a quarterback there. And then at the number 3 slot, they actually don't have the Cardinals trading back. They have the Cardinals selecting the cornerback out of Oregon, Christian Gonzalez. So a defensive player getting, or another defensive player, getting taken at that 3 spot. And then it goes around to the Colts picking C.J. Stroud at 4, and then Anthony Richardson being taken by the Seahawks at 5. So that's an interesting top 5. I mean, do I see that happening tonight? I'm going to say no. I don't see that exact top 4 happening tonight, but I mean, it's certainly a possibility. I don't think it's, 0% chance. But Carolina really thinking on this one. I mean, they've used half their time at this point, and it's kind of
always use
interesting.
the whole time for no reason. They do
The
this
time
every
has
single
been
week.
submitted. It's the NFL and Goodell is waiting till like at least the 2-minute mark before they'll submit it.
Big Bryce Young guys.
I wonder how much the beers are there right now. What do we think?
Where's the green room? That's sick.
Yeah, it is a gorgeous green room, actually. That's sick. Susie Colbert on the screen right now, the interviewer at the draft currently.
Yo, she's kind of got Panthers colors on.
I thought
Actually,
you were
it's
going to
probably
say
more
she
like
was kind of
Jags.
bad.
Connor, what is wrong with you?
That's what you were thinking. I was not focused on
You're projecting,
whatever.
bro.
So we have a comment here seeing. I don't see CJ making it past the first 3, but I'm also big dumb. What do you guys think? Do you think CJ falls?
I
in the
think
top
he's
3?
big dumb. Wait, no, sorry.
He says I don't see CJ making it past the first 3.
I don't. I mean, the Cardinals are not taking a quarterback, so
Yeah.
like he's either got to go number 2 or Cardinals trade out. Maybe the Colts try to move up. You know, that little pick swap. If they're clapping, that pick is in.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I think that it's gonna be what, obviously with all the odds and stuff, people have gotten weird about it. I think it's gonna be what was set from the beginning. I think that Bryce Young's gonna go 1. I think Stroud's gonna go 2.
Also,
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Fun fact: if Bryce Young does go number 1 overall, he'll be the first Alabama player to ever be drafted number 1 overall,
Which is crazy
in the NFL draft.
Given how many
There's a little bit of a
players have been.
stipulation because Joe Namath went number 1 overall in the AFL draft back in the day from Alabama, but in the NFL draft.
That's a great poll, Robbie. I like that out of you. A little AFL knowledge.
I'm locked in. Pick is in. Pick is in.
The Carolina
No
Panthers
looking
pick
at phones.
is officially
no looking at
in.
phones.
No, yeah. Don't spoil it for us. And
You got that
the
mayo on
chat.
deck, my guy?
Yeah, you
I'm
ready
about
for
to go.
Will
We're
Levis?
gonna have a live stream from my kitchen if we draft a lot of this. We're gonna be taken downstairs.
I think you just black out.
We're not gonna whiskey number 2. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
The Panthers pick is officially in. The board currently talking about it while Goodell takes his sweet time getting up to the stage. We're
Can we all
waiting
boo
here.
Goodell when he shows back up?
Yeah,
collectively?
100%.
Yes.
I'm glad to do so.
God, you know what would really hit right now would be a Bud Light. Need a Bud Light at the draft? Any Bud Lighters?
I got Bud Light downstairs, my guy. You want one?
I would love to partake.
I have a trivia question for you guys. When did
That man didn't answer his phone.
Because he knows. Because he's been locked in.
I have a trivia question for you guys, and it's actually something that I don't know that I'm looking up. So when do you think Mel's Best Available started? What year?
He's been with ESPN since like
Decades.
early 90s, like
Yeah.
the 80s. Like it's been a minute.
Mm.
I'm gonna go 1992.
Okay.
I'm going 95.
So I don't know if exactly, but it looks like
Yeah, good question, Connor. Nice trivia.
Yeah, thanks.
You fucking idiot.
Connor, we have a question in chat. If you want to pin it, we can discuss after this pick.
do the Lions draft a quarterback?
That
Great
was
question.
a great question. All right, well, we'll discuss that after
I think the Lions definitely don't trade up. Oh, well, my fucking thing just ruined it for me. Boo!
Goodell is up on the stage. Boo.
Bryce Young.
Bryce Young is the official #1 overall pick. Not much of a shock.
Rob, you got your alma mater quarterback at your NFL team. How
I
does it
have to
feel?
buy a jersey, right? Like that's
Yeah,
like
I think
required
so.
at this
Yeah,
point.
not DHK too. You actually have to buy a jersey.
I think that's fair. All right, Connor, if you want to pin the question now, we've already talked about Bryce. He's going to be a baller, you know.
Yeah.
Do the Lions draft a quarterback? What pick do the Lions have? Can
The
someone
Lions are
enlighten
sitting
me
at
on that?
6 from the Rams.
It's certainly so apparently sorry also from the chat. Ahmad has informed us that apparently they've said that Goff is their starter for this year.
I think
But
the Lions
do
have
they
enough
bring in
other
someone to
needs.
back him up?
You really
I think
trying
the
to
Lions have
load
enough
under golf?
needs. Also, the division is now like pretty open. Like, I mean, I guess you have the
Yeah.
Vikings still, who had a really good year last year in the regular season, but the division is open, so you can go win the division right now if you're the Lions.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you can.
Well, I mean, certainly, like their offense. I mean, Goff probably played one of his. Barring the
Yes.
Super Bowl season, played one of his best seasons his whole career this last year. So I mean, I don't know how old is Goff now. I don't even know how old he is. So I guess that's kind of a question too.
Goff if I'm the Lions, I roll Goff out there one more year.
I would agree.
I'm really interested
He's
to
28.
see. Yeah, I'm really interested to see who they have, who's available at 6. If somehow this draft works out, do you take Levis at 6? Do you take Anthony Richardson at 6? I feel like there's too many good other players that you have. The Lions have bigger needs, I think, than a quarterback.
Agreed with Ahmad here. The Lions need defense much more than they need offense at this point.
Right.
I think their offense was operated very well this last year, but yeah, their defense certainly had some holes in it that need to be filled.
David Fonseca, if you're still in here, I literally clarified my stat about the number 1 overall pick immediately afterwards, but he called me out. He's like, as I said, Alabama doesn't have a number 1 overall draft pick. He's like, false, it was Joe Namath. I'm like, I literally said that directly after. So
the Texans are currently on the clock. Texans are on the clock. 5:42, 5:41, 5:40, 5:39. There's your little sync up.
I mean, I could see the Lions taking in continuation of this conversation. Yeah. I could see the Lions taking like Jalen Carter if he's there.
Yeah,
taking a gamble on him. They
Agreed.
need some interior defense help.
But I will say though, the coach I literally forgot his name. Dan Campbell. What's his name? The Lions coach.
What?
Campbell,
Dan
right?
Campbell.
Something.
Yeah,
Dan Campbell. Thank you. He seems like he's a bit of a culture guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't go with Jalen Carter,
Sure.
just purely from an off-field perspective. And I will say that I'm not up to date on the defensive players, but the CBS draft has them taking Devin Witherspoon, a cornerback out of Illinois. So there is.
Oh, the Lions. Gotcha.
Yeah, the Lions at number 6.
All right,
the Texans
pick
is in.
I think
CJ
Stroud or Will Anderson. I think it's one of those two.
Bro,
I think it's Stroud.
It's gotta be, right? Dude, if they don't pick a quarterback, what are they gonna do? I think this is a more interesting pick than the Panthers.
Richard
Robbie,
Todd.
Yeah, that's a throwback right there.
Jets, Jets.
Shout out Mac Jones.
Facts. Literally, like the last 3 starting quarterbacks from University of Alabama are all on that graphic right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Saban.
Yeah.
Ahmad said, please no Stroud.
I think it's got to be Stroud.
What's your problem with Stroud?
Is Ahmad a Colts fan? What's happening right now? I'm confused.
He has Michael Pittman in fantasy and wants it.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Get out of here! Fuck out of here!
You guys want to discuss the trade that Ahmad offered me not too long ago in Dynasty?
Of course. Yeah.
He wanted to actually give me his first round pick for Jerry Jeudy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an offer.
It is an offer.
That is an offer.
That is an offer.
Of all the offers in the history of fantasy football, that is one of them.
Also, we've just been like trading around receivers on the waiver.
What
do you say, Robbie?
Ahmad and I have just been like picking up and dropping the same wide receivers over and over again on Dynasty. Like he dropped someone, I picked him up, and then he picked up the guy that I dropped. Like we're just like going in circles right now, churning wide receivers.
So given that the Texans pick was in relatively quickly, that makes me feel as if they already kind of had it set.
Right. There's no trade, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, my gut tells me that points more towards Will Anderson than it does to Stroud. I don't know why, but I think it's going to be Stroud.
I think the Cardinals take the entire time. I think the Cardinals are fielding all sorts of phone calls.
Yep.
And I'm sure they've been fielding them before draft day.
So do you think they might try to just trade back to with the Colts? With the Colts at 4 and the Colts trade out to 3?
Yeah, whoever's trading up would potentially be interested in like a quarterback. But I just don't see how any of these remaining quarterbacks are worth giving up a whole lot. Well, I would have said that with Mitchell Trubisky too, but the fucking Bears thought he was worth everything.
Yeah.
I also forgot the Panthers actually released a new jersey before the draft today too. They slightly altered the blue color and they made the stripes thinner. That was all they did.
That was like the Cardinals one. Did you see that one where they barely changed? It's just like a little more new school essentially. So we're getting a cool little graphic here from the Texans. The pick is in. They're taking their sweet time for Goodell to get up on the stage and announce who is.
Goodell's chair isn't up there again. That was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
You remember
here
that?
he comes.
Like
Here's
right
the
after
man himself.
Boo!
CJ
Yep.
Stroud
That's the right
officially
pick.
a Houston Texan. I'm inclined to agree. I think that is the only option
Hey,
as
the
a Houston
quarterbacks,
Texan.
the first four is all shaping up right now. Dude, if the Cardinals trade back, Will Levis is going right here.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, you're probably right.
He's like, yeah, baby, following up deep tissue Deshaun.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. In this mock draft that I have that CBS posted today, they have Levis going at 25.
Not dropping that
no
far.
chance.
I don't think
He's
he
been
will
hyped
either.
up too much.
I want to be the guy that just hands out the hats. He's like, yeah,
I like that view as he's like.
I do
checking
too.
him out
Actually,
there.
that's actually kind of sick. I like that with Young.
all the
too.
graphics on the side are very cool, actually.
I mean, they're
Well done, KC. Looking good so far.
Let's give the props to Kansas City, not the NFL.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some of the graphics that I'm seeing in the NBA playoffs, whenever they transition to commercials, are sick. Like some of the background effects and stuff are so cool. There was a little bit of a dap up there. That was kind of clean.
Wow.
Speaking of, we're getting a graphic right now. CJ Stroud, 6'3", 214, out of Ohio State. Obviously
He's like me for real.
Someone who was he was one of the Heisman finalists, correct, this past year?
Yes.
But he did not win because Caleb Williams out of USC did.
I do agree that Levis will be a bust.
Yeah, Robbie's a big Levis bust guy. He's not a Will Levis fan.
I'm not on board with Will Levis. I just haven't seen it, man.
So also this is kind of interesting. So in this CBS draft at the 22nd pick, they have the Ravens selecting Bijan Robinson. So Lamar and Bijan Robinson duo could go kind of crazy.
That would be so bad for my fantasy team. That would be so bad. J.K. Dobbins, I'd be screwed. I literally have two running backs. It'd be awful.
Yeah. That would be crazy though. That would be so fun to watch. A Lamar and Bijan connection.
Cardinals on the clock. Got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Imagine the pick is in.
10 minutes at 1 point per pick. Like I feel like it's
as soon as the pick is in, the clock starts.
That makes sense.
So we have a fan here, Spencer Sanders for Heisman. Just in case you guys wanted to.
I can get behind that. Sure.
Comment.
Where do you transfer to?
Ole
Miss. Right? Yeah.
No. Is it Auburn or Ole Miss?
Not Auburn.
I think it's Ole Miss.
Am I tripping? I might be tripping. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, Ole Miss.
Someone might say it in the. Okay, I'm just making. I was like, I think Auburn was the other one he was considering.
Who wins the Heisman next year? Way too early predictions, guys.
Oh God.
Caleb Williams again has a chance.
Yeah, he might go back to back. In all honesty,
I want to hear the odds currently.
Please.
Yes. Wow, it's all the Texans fans. Every single one of them.
So we got Caleb Williams from USC at plus 350.
Yeah.
Drake May from North Carolina is second at plus 900. Bo Nix, Oregon, plus
Bo Nix. Ryan's a big Bo Nix.
You know what my first fucking bet is when I move up to Ohio? Is hammering $100 on Bo Nix Heisman.
Bo knows. Then we got Jordan Travis from Florida State at plus 1100.
Florida State will have a good year.
Michael Penix Jr. also at plus 1100 from Washington. I could see Penix winning it. Big Penix energy, in the words of Robert Griffin III. I could see him winning the Heisman.
Sure.
Cardinals still on the clock.
Yeah, I think they're probably doing exactly what we predicted. Probably start shopping that pick. If not, I mean, I think they go with defense.
And if they don't, I think it's Will Anderson, right? I think that's at 3. Yeah. I think that's pretty good value.
Agreed. I am inclined to agree. We have another comment here. Gunnar Gundy Heisman watch.
Yo, in light of casual, who is Gunnar Gundy?
He's Mike Gundy's backup quarterback at Oklahoma State. He's like the third string.
Okay.
We have another comment here. Penix is so good.
Dude,
Carson Anderson.
Right now. We're on the same wavelength.
On the same.
We got 2 minutes 10 seconds. Schefter's got something on his phone.
He's talking.
Trade. We called it.
Oh, there's an official trade.
What?
Houston Texans.
Will Anderson.
Did they just say the Houston Texans have the number 3 pick?
Back up.
What
they give up?
What were the details?
Holy
He didn't say.
shit.
If you didn't hear that, the Houston Texans have traded with the Arizona Cardinals to gain the number 3 pick. After just picking at number 2.
Okay, if you're the Texans, though, let's think about this. Why do you draft the quarterback first? Because you know the Cardinals aren't taking the quarterback. So why do you not draft Will Anderson first and then make that trade?
I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
A crazy scene of events here, but something that honestly, like we other than the team who is doing it, we aren't shocked. We aren't shocked at the event, but at the team that is doing this.
Houston's fucking letting it hang out, and I'm here for it.
I like. Oh, there's Nick Saban in his little pink blazer.
That's my coach.
Hanging out. So yeah, we have a trade alert. We don't know the details at the current time. As soon as we do, we will read those out to you. It's Houston Texans gave up their house to get this pick. It seems like I don't know what you give. What do the Texans offer? Like no shot at the Texans, but like Derek Stingley.
The pick is in.
What is this trade? How much?
Yeah, I want to know what the deal is.
So I usually they have it like 3 picks later. They'll figure it out. They typically post it.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah, we do need to pay more attention when Shefty's on because Shefty has the deets always.
So Carson says money moves, certainly big money moves from the Houston Texans there. Oh, they're dabbing each other. They're happy with this trade. They love this trade that they just made. The Texans draft room is thrilled about this. So
they traded C.J. Stroud for.
That's what I was just thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Let him cook.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
So it looks like they're happy about it. So I mean, they
it's
honestly.
Jalen Carter, Will Anderson. I think it's Will Anderson.
I think it's got to be Will Anderson. I mean, yeah. Wow, what a turn of events here at the NFL draft. I mean, like we said, we aren't surprised at the trade, but the Texans taking the number 3 pick. That's not something that I don't
Texans
think
trade back up
expected.
for Levis for a QB comp.
Yeah, I need that comment.
This just in, the Texans also have the number 4 pick in the draft.
The Texans somehow have the entire first round of the draft.
The pick is in for the Houston Texans. We're waiting to hear. We're here on the podcast. I think we're fairly confident that Will Anderson is going to be selected here at the number 3 spot. Texans taking 2 QBs. Levis next. It's certainly a possibility. I mean,
that's a good point by Carson. If other teams wanted Stroud at 3, that's why he takes Stroud first. That's a good point.
Very true. Very true. So we were waiting for Goodell to come up on stage here and announce this. So here he is, the man himself. He's announcing the pick. There's the little ding sound. I like it. It's I've always liked it.
What?
Yep.
There he is. We're 3 for 3, baby.
Jr. I'm not gonna lie.
2 out of 3 from Bama too.
Roll fucking Tide.
I thought he was
Will Levis.
Will Levis. I was like, oh. No way. Will Anderson Jr. being selected there, the linebacker out of Alabama.
Now we have some decisions.
Now it gets interesting.
Now here we go. So I think
I can see the Colts going defense still, I guess. But who do you have at quarterback?
I think you have to.
Nobody. You have Matt Ryan, who retired.
Is he still there? Yeah. Did they pick someone up? Didn't they?
I don't know. No, they did have Ellinger out there for a little game. They
picked up Gardner Minshew.
That's right.
They're good.
Yeah. They're set.
So yeah, this is a huge pick from the Colts here.
Let's not forget that the Colts have the Eagles' former offensive coordinator Stan Steichen as their new head coach. Do they take Anthony Richardson to fit in the offense that he's built for Jalen Hurts?
I would, but like low-key for whatever reason, I really feel like Will Levis just screams Colts. I don't know what it is. Just super white, Peyton Manning, kind of esque. Not like in terms of how good he is, just in terms of, I don't know, the vibe. I kind of get similar vibes.
Maybe the Colts go Witherspoon. They need some secondary help. He's like a local Midwestern kid.
if you're the Colts, I don't think you're super upset about how this has gone so far. You have your selection of a lot of good players, which I guess you figure at number 4, but yeah, Ahmad also is saying AR-15.
You think that the Colts consider a trade here? If any team really wants to
anybody is considering a trade here.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone's in love with one of the other defensive players.
Right.
I don't know.
Maybe do like the Bears come back up?
Oh my Lord, imagine. That would be crazy. We have another take here, similar one. I think Levis will hit the NFL and flop. That is a popular opinion here on the podcast.
Yeah.
With most of the viewers as well.
I think it's too early to tell.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree, but
I think you give them a season.
Of course. I mean, I think it's unfair to count anyone out before they play a snap in the NFL.
But I don't think you want to start Will Levis week 1, right? Like, I think that's the stipulation.
It depends on what team he's on.
Like I'm saying, like I don't think he's going to be ready week 1.
Fair. So yeah, well, I think the Texans are mighty excited. They're going to be able to run C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson on the field in week 1, and I that's a new Texans team, guy. That really.
Hold on, shh.
Schefter talking about the Colts. Uh-oh.
AR-15.
Yep.
Pick is in.
Pick is in. Adam Schefter is heavily of the opinion that the Colts will be drafting a quarterback and heavily implying that quarterback will be Anthony Richardson.
That's high. It's really high.
Yeah, they need a quarterback, man. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't even think it's like a freak out pick. You need
Connor, we have a request in the chat.
Have a request. Rank the new AFC South.
Can we wait until the Colts pick comes in?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Let's wait until the Colts
we'll come back around to that one. The pick is in, by the way. The Colts have not traded back.
You're correct.
Arizona got 3 firsts and a third?
Huh?
Holy crap. Wait, how soon are the firsts? How soon are the firsts?
Hell yeah, roll Tide.
They're going to show it on screen soon. Wow, that is...
Yep, so the Cardinals get number 12 pick, number 33, so second round pick, first in 2024 and the third in 2024. They got a first, 2 firsts, a second, and a third.
And this
was
the
early
pick,
second.
This was the only pick that Texas got?
For number 1 overall pick in the second round.
Holy fuck.
That's
what
insane.
I think it's great for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I agree.
Who is that guy in the bottom left?
Oh, great comment here. Not Carson's. Sorry, Carson. They really just traded all the Browns picks they got for Deshaun for this pick.
Just to get Will Anderson.
So yeah,
we can also rank the NFC North. We already talked about them a little bit. That is a little bit wide open, but we'll come back to that too after this pick is in. I think we can do that.
What do you think of the take here? Will Anderson isn't worth that. Do we agree with that?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Will Anderson just isn't worth that, Carson says.
I mean, he took, when I say step, like a slight step back last year.
Yeah.
He had moments, and Robbie can attest to this watching some of the Bama games. You were just kind of confused on what he was looking at.
Yeah.
Like
we have Goodell up for the Colts pick.
Anthony Richardson.
They did. They did it. They pulled the trigger. Anthony Richardson goes to the Indianapolis Colts.
Crazy.
We have 3
Colts
quarterbacks in the top 4.
And didn't have to trade for him either.
Do the Seahawks follow the trend and draft Will Levis as their quarterback?
No,
I don't think you do.
I don't think
with
so.
Geno.
I think you might have thought about Richardson at 5. I don't think that you take Levis at 5 when you have Geno.
He's
Yeah,
crying. A lot of emotion seen out of these guys in the first 4 picks here.
We have an R.I.P. Michael Pittman. Sorry, Ahmad. I know that's not the guy you were looking for
All right, so
to lead this
ranking
offense.
the new AFC South.
Go ahead.
The Jaguars are the best team, right? I mean,
I don't think it's close. Now, how far do the Titans fall?
Do the Titans draft Levis?
It's so currently the Titans have the number 11 pick.
It just
Replace Tannehill's bum ass.
And
Yeah,
Malik
but
Willis,
it's not
he
look
looked
good.
awful. He looks
Both
so
of them
bad.
look awful. Yep.
I might put the Colts at 2. I don't know if that's crazy.
I like the Colts at 2. I still think Titans 3, Texans 4, just because the Texans have so many question marks.
But the Texans just closed that gap considerably.
Right. Yes, 100%.
Like big time.
Titans at 3 specifically because of Derrick Henry.
Right.
Like, that's it.
And their defense is still insane. You still got Jeffrey Simmons.
Right.
Like they're still a really good defense. It's just who do you put in a quarterback?
I still think the Jags don't have any issues winning this division. Unless the Colts somehow like really put it together, but I don't see that happening.
How many wins do you think the Texans put together this year?
4. I think they go 4.
I was going to say 4 or 5.
I think 5. I think 5 or 6. I think they take a step up. I do. I think Stroud is good, and I think Anderson is good. But Carson's saying don't sleep on Malik Willis. Could be
I will.
Jalen
I
Hurts.
actually will sleep on Malik Willis. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I will not be supporting Malik Willis.
5 minutes left for the Seahawks to get their pick in.
So if you're the Seahawks, man, what do you think here? What do you apparently? So what do you got on the board? You got Jalen Carter on the board. You got some good cornerbacks on the board that you could take a shot at.
Tyree Wilson,
Jackson Smith, and Jigba, great wide receiver. You got some guys.
I don't think any of the wide receivers go top 10. I don't think any of them are,
Give me Marvin Harrison Jr. next year. Need him. Dude's a stud.
I think the Seahawks will draft Bijan Robinson. That'd be crazy though.
How does this affect Dalton?
Maybe Jalen Carter here? Does he go this early?
I could see it. It's again, man.
really
It depends on the team.
I don't know how their defensive tackles are.
Some teams just care more about.
I think Jalen Carter goes to the Lions, even with that culture issue.
Agree. Well, yeah.
Or there's maybe more things that have happened with him that I just haven't kept up with in the draft. I don't know if he had some bad workouts or anything like that.
Yeah. No, he did. He did have one workout where people were like, "That's weird." It was. I can't remember what the circumstances were from around it, but yeah, people did not like one of the workouts that he was at. So yeah, I mean, yeah, because Mel has him at number 1 on the board, and
what is
he
Anthony Richardson's ceiling? Do y'all think? Is it Donovan McNabb? Is that like his ceiling?
I think that's a good compare. Yeah,
I think it's a good comp. Like, can he?
Yeah.
I mean, McNabb was a very good NFL quarterback, but never really got over that hump. Right? Made a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But never did the whole thing. It was never like the best quarterback in the league for years on end or anything.
I think that's
but Donovan was competing at some really difficult times with some of those guys in their prime. Donovan was still a top 5 quarterback for maybe 1 or 2 years.
Mm. So if you're the Seahawks here, do you go with a tackle? Do you go with either offense or defense? Because as Carson points out, Seahawks don't really need corners at the moment.
They don't really need receiver help.
I think it's Jalen Carter. I don't know.
Well, they're taking the time to think about it. Right now, there's 2:45 left on the clock.
Where's Shefty?
They're not in yet.
I think it's a defensive lineman. I don't know if it's 100% Jalen Carter, but I think it's defense interior help.
Yep. I also thought you said this, Robbie. I thought you said, "What is Anthony Richardson stealing?" I also thought you said that. I was confused.
Crab legs.
Yeah.
Fucking
Jameis.
crab legs.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
We're big Jameis Winston fans here on the podcast.
2 minutes left for Seattle. Obviously taking their time, maybe shopping the pick. Who knows? Teams that are interested in Levis, now that the 3 of the 4 top QBs are off the board.
So I will say, gentlemen, so obviously a few years ago before we started this podcast, one of the first things that we did that kind of made us want to start this podcast is we ranked NFL quarterbacks based on their attractiveness level. I don't know if you remember this taking place.
They're playing Rocket League of all things.
Currently, Tom Brady was obviously, on top of that list along with Jimmy G. Tom Brady's no longer in the league, and Jimmy G's a backup currently. So I think we may have to revisit that tier list at some point. We have some new faces in the league, and I'll just tell you right now. I think Jalen Hurts might be the new king. I think Jalen Hurts might have to take that title, man.
You're really excited about rating guys' looks, but like we can give it a stat.
Don't act like you're not excited, man. I like what? Come on now.
Do we think the Falcons potentially take Levis?
I hope so. God, I hope so. But also, they just drafted Desmond Ridder last year, and like he didn't look as bad as Malik Willis did. I don't think.
Right. I'm just trying to think who's the earliest team to pick
and a quarterback again.
It's like, is it the Titans at 11? Even though, like you said, you got Malik. It's not the Packers. It's not the Patriots. It's not the Jets.
Seahawks pick is in.
If you want to hear what we think of the Lamar signing, you can listen to the podcast when that comes out because we discussed it just a little bit ago. So
what a plug! What a plug! This guy's crazy.
What a plug! They're obviously watching this because they listen to the podcast. Or
that's true.
Want to see us make asses of ourselves on a live recording.
Well, yeah, I mean, Where
is
Jimmy G now?
Do the Packers consider Levis at 13?
Or they have Love? Do they think Love is the future?
I think they want to try the Jordan Love experiment.
I think they do too, but I think it's something you consider. The Commanders at 16?
If you think that the Bears got a haul for the number 1 pick this year, if Caleb Williams has another year like he did, and it's the consensus number 1 pick, there's going to be some stupid picks moved to try to get that number 1 pick. Ooh, Bud Light commercial. I'm sure people are happy with this.
A little love going on in the chat, Carson, but I still love you. I love you too, Carson. I just had, it's nice to see that now.
Shout out to homies.
Uplifting, yeah.
It's nice to see all that. Yeah. But gentlemen, how much are we reacting to tonight? Because I desperately want Wendy's. I'm not gonna lie. We started talking about Wendy's, and I really want some Wendy's now.
I mean, I kind of want to play some Overwatch, so
You and Overwatch.
We definitely go through the top 10.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. No, that's fine. Hey, Robbie, I go play some Overwatch tonight.
You should. You can't.
Ryan, are you playing?
Of course.
Okay, I'll play with him.
Connor, can we get a dating life update live on stream? Can we?
Absolutely put on.
But here's my dating life update. It doesn't exist. Connor, more at 7.
Not much development. She's been busy the last few weeks, so we haven't really.
It is like finals time.
That's I understand it. I'm not stressing about it, but
Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter.
Was that official?
I'm just my guess.
Seahawks are picking. Devin Witherspoon, the cornerback out of Illinois, goes to the Seattle Seahawks. So Carson, you were wrong, my friend. Apparently, they did need a cornerback. So actually, we're exposing Carson instead of exposing me. So
he's a great player. I think he was ranked like the top corner in the draft class. So I don't think you can go wrong with getting extra DB help.
Yeah.
Maybe not addressing their number 1 need, but.
Yeah,
but got a good player.
I fully agree on the point of Will Levis was never the pick there for the Seahawks. Amat says that CB duo is stupid. Yes, the Seattle Seahawks cornerback room is going to be pretty elite. Yeah,
what a stick.
Yeah, this guy can hit, and being in Illinois obviously didn't have as many eyes on him, but he's definitely talented. Let me look. Sorry, I was looking at their depth chart real quick in terms of.
This dude's a stud.
Yeah, you got true. Yeah,
Adams, Kuiper.
What do you say?
He will finish on him.
Those are my favorite, bro. The sports ones where they're just like outrageous.
The NBA post game conferences with like Harden and some of those, they say some really sus shit.
Yeah. Jude is reminding me currently that he would like us to rank the NFC North as we did with the AFC South. Let's
NFC
do
North?
that, gentlemen. The NFC North. What do we think the results are going to be of the NFC North after this season?
My heart really wants me to put the Lions as winning the division next year in a surprise.
That's possible, man. I don't think
I
that's
think it's very
unrealistic.
possible. The Vikings are the best team in the division.
Right.
Yeah.
On
For
paper,
maybe
the
one
best
more
team.
year. I
Yes.
don't give them much more after this year.
The Packers are still good outside of like not having a quarterback that you trust. Like their team around Jordan Love is still very good.
They did lose Lazard. They still need some receiver help.
True.
I think it's Vikings. That's what I'm going to do. Vikings, Bears, Lions, Packers.
I don't think the Bears beat. I think it's Vikings.
I think the Bears
Lions.
take a big step forward this upcoming year. I think you see quarterback. Oh my God,
Justin Fields.
thank you. Fields continue to improve. They obviously got some draft capital with trading the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
They got DJ Moore, who's the best receiver that Fields has had since being in the NFL.
I low-key completely forgot that he was a part of that trade. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because you're casual.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Vikings, Lions, Bears, and Packers. I think that the Lions are. I think at this point a little bit better than the Bears. Obviously, like you said, Justin Fields took a pretty big step up because they finally started adjusting to his offense this past year. Just like let him run the ball more essentially. But we'll see. I'm a bit confused on what this. Obviously, I know what he was referencing in terms of what we said, but I'm assuming that a commentator said this. Ahmad says, "Don't forget that Fox turned Malik Monk on." I don't know what that's in reference to, but it is.
That is in reference to a recent post game interview.
I did not see that
with De'Aaron Fox and Malik Monk. Yeah, see again, Ahmad Connor is a fucking casual.
Sorry, I don't watch all the post game interviews of the NBA. Good lord. Carson says that Justin Fields is ass though. You know, it could be.
I was if there was one hater of Justin Fields last year, it was in fact me. But I think they turned it around.
No, you're right. Well, because they
we got a trade. I'm announcing it before Shefty. We got a fucking trade. Who wants to hear it?
We aren't even on the broadcast.
Yeah, I am. Arizona. Moved back up to 6.
Oh.
Arizona sees something they fucking like at 6, and they're here for it. I don't know. I'm not Schefter.
Jalen Carter?
What is happening? So Arizona's got the 6th pick from Los Angeles through Detroit.
So Detroit no longer has the number 6 pick. Jude, I apologize. I know you're a Lions fan, but it doesn't look like they're going to be picking at 6 anymore.
Doesn't look like it. The Cardinals back up.
That is kind of crazy. So where were they in the first round?
I don't know. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out. We're on commercial right now, but Ryan figured that out through social media. It seems he might have just gotten got though, to be honest, because Ryan tends to do that.
It's on ESPN.
No.
Yes, I did see that ad. Whoever AA is. I was choosing not to comment on it.
Oh,
I need a.
Thank you, Ryan. No, Ahmad, don't encourage it.
Ahmad, don't cook me on live.
Yeah. So Jude raises a point here, saying the Lions could draft a running back without start to the Saints. It's just running backs don't tend to be taken as early in top. Maybe back in the day, but nowadays
they still have Swift, right?
Yeah. Sorry, they lost Williams.
Jamal Williams left, but they still have Swift.
Yeah, but Swift, remember how good people thought Swift was going to be, and he was like, he became the backup by the end of the year.
So why did the Cardinals come back up? Is it Jalen Carter?
I think it's Jalen Carter.
Who are we picking that is worth moving up?
And what did they give back up that they just got?
I think it's Jalen Carter. Oh, Shefty on the screen now explaining what's going on. Arizona's had the Texans and Arizona have had an interesting night so far.
I appreciate NFL teams trading up to get the guy they want, though. I can respect that. Oh,
Shefty believes it's going to be an offensive tackle, which is
That's right.
is not a bad take in terms
Carson
of the Kyler
also
Murray
mentioned that the Lions also signed David Montgomery. There you go.
Great point from Carson Anderson there. To expose Carson real quick, Ahmad says, I remember when Carson tried to tell me Swift was a super safe 106 in the startup league. That was not the case, unfortunately.
Can we expose the person that's a Browns fan? Like, that's your own decision making that's just poor.
He says, I'm just bummed I gotta wait around to see anything from the Browns.
What? That's a great trade for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's actually a steal.
They still moved up one pick in the second round, too.
Right.
That's a
I think it's a really good pick. The Cardinals are cooking.
Yeah, the Cardinals are actually
cooking right now.
That's kind of crazy.
And they're going to get their guy they probably wanted at 3 anyways.
Yeah. Cliff Kingsbury out there in Thailand hanging out while his former team making some moves.
This is what's dope.
The problem.
This camera shot right here with all the team colors around it, like that's just dope. Like the logos and stuff. That's a great set. I love that. Carson saying, Ahmad, it was reverse psychology. I swear.
Ahmad, you're gonna rock with CD's nuts.
Carson,
pick is in. Pick is in.
Boo. The pick is being announced currently. Paris Johnson
tackle out of Ohio
Jr.
State
was the tackle. Yeah, as Ryan just said, the offensive tackle.
Carson, can we get Carson's profile pic back up here? What is this profile pic? Can you pin another comment from Carson?
Dude, he's throwing like mid-60s right there. Let him cook.
Sure. My guy is absolutely.
He's got a nasty breaking ball. Come on now.
I swear, Carson. What's that fastball speed, my guy?
Yeah, what's the top speed, Carson? That's a good question.
Somebody say top.
that dude's an offensive tackle. He's like
he's lean.
Cut.
He
can
move.
Yeah, they kind of did him dirty there. Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, right?
They did him dirty. Yeah, so we're looking at some highlights of him, obviously being the left tackle.
Shefty called that shit. Yeah. Shefty said Arizona's going to give Kyler his dude.
So obviously, I'm trying to think. I don't know who currently the left tackle is for Arizona.
Yo, he absolutely like sunned that man. I don't know if y'all.
Connor, if you knew who the left tackle was for Arizona, I would have been shocked.
Carson said he topped out at 85 miles an hour.
Topped me out
off the mount. Off the mount.
Oh, off the mount. Yeah. Jeffrey says Carson could walk on for Michigan State, and I actually heard that was in the plans at one point, and he decided not to, which I think he should.
Carson, follow your dreams, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yep. Paris Johnson Jr. selected at number 6.
So far the Cardinals are cooking. They got their guy they probably wanted for Kyler, and got
who's this guy? Number 69. That's sick. Good for that guy.
This is dope.
That was me at 250.
This is a great shot. Yeah. I like this.
A little smile.
Oh, jeez.
I like it.
Well, the Cardinals are high.
Cardinals are thrilled.
Right
yeah, no, they're like they're so happy. Well, I mean, the Texans did the same thing. They were thrilled.
They pretty much traded back 3 picks, moved up a spot in the second round, and picked up an additional first and third rounder right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's great.
For those of you keeping track at home, that's insane.
They picked up a great offensive tackle to go with it.
So we got Vegas. Need some defensive line help, some interior offense help, cornerback help. The team kind of sucks.
It's not great.
I think it's defense. I don't know that they have a big need on offense at 7. I feel like they go defense here.
Everyone who's still in the chat, I would like you to please put in the comments who you think Will Levis is going to get picked by. The team.
I hope it's the Falcons. That made me so happy.
So yeah, about the Raiders, they just need help. I don't think
they do need assistance.
I don't think we can.
They got Devontae Adams, and that's about it.
Yeah. Come on, don't do my boy Derek Carr like that.
They were 6-11 last year. I think Vegas maybe goes 4-13.
Sorry, you're right. I forgot.
We got Jimmy G.
Carson says that Will Levis is going to be picked right here. He thinks that the Raiders are going to pick up Will Levis.
No way.
Incorrect. I think we see a D lineman come off the board potentially here for Vegas.
How far does Jalen Carter fall?
I think if the Raiders don't
Lowest?
pick him, I think he's like mid first round.
I think the lowest is 15.
I would be surprised if he gets past these and has 3 picks. The Raiders, the Falcons, and the Bears. I'd be pretty surprised.
He just fits the Bears fucking mantra.
Yeah.
That, funnily enough, that's exactly what the CBS, they have him taking Jalen Carter, the Bears taking Jalen Carter.
Levis to the Pats.
Bijan to the Cowboys.
I don't know that the Pats are ready to give up on the Mac Jones experience yet,
No,
and they
I don't
also
think so.
have Bailey Zappa still.
That man cooks, respectfully.
Remember, dude, we were recording a podcast after the first half of the game that he was going crazy in, and then we were like, oh, he's so good, and then he played like trash for the rest of the game. And we're like, uh-oh.
Hey, could you imagine putting together all of our worst takes from the pod, like in one consecutive
It'd be so
thing?
bad.
It'd be so bad.
Will is freaking out in the group chat. Levis is still on the
Levis
board,
on the
and
board.
the Falcons are like sitting there.
The Raiders draft room does not look happy. The people that I've seen, they don't look thrilled right now. Ahmad says, Mac and Zabby are both the same person and both ass. It's, it's fair take. Bro,
Ryan,
Christian Gonzalez is hot. WTF.
Hey,
Come on.
yo.
Get a grip. That man is in the Cardinals fans.
I love it.
He
I
just
love
picked it.
He's got the big hat. He's got the Brian Robinson hat.
He's making friends already. Gotta
That's
love it.
hilarious. That's awesome.
That is awesome. The Raiders, I have a feeling that whoever they pick here is going to get booed. I don't know what it is. I have a gut feeling that fans are not going to like the pick.
Did you guys see that Mark Davis was getting like butthurt because the A's might also end up in Vegas?
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I knew the A's were probably going, but
Mark Davis like went off about it. He's like, "Oh, why would they come here? Like all this shit." It's like because Oakland's not a great sports town right now. Like
Yeah.
it's the same reason you guys left.
yeah.
Yeah.
The A's have like the lowest attendance in MLB by far. We talked about it on the podcast.
They're
They have like
terrible.
lower attendance than most of the AAA teams right now.
Well, it's
I mean,
also because their entire starting salary is less than Scherzer.
Right.
Think about that. One pitcher for the Mets makes more money than the entire professional organization of the Oakland A's.
The Mets are ass.
The pick is in for the Las Vegas Raiders. Ryan, what I was saying is that the Rangers got swept by the Reds this week.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, my Cincinnati Reds, my new MLB team.
We can beat the Astros, the defending champs, but let's get swept by the Reds.
The Braves
real
got
quick.
swept by the Astros this weekend
Yeah,
in
I
Atlanta.
did see that. Tough.
So now I'm going to be choosing either cheering for the Bengals or Cowboys, whoever's doing better this season. So definitely the Bengals. Big
Ryan,
Bengals guy.
Am I coming up for the Colts Bengals game in Cincinnati?
I don't know.
Two
Are you?
favorite teams?
Are you?
I might have to fuck around and find out. Honestly,
Please.
Do you guys want to ask a question to anybody in the chat? Do you want to ask a general question? You want to know something from the chat?
Who's y'all's favorite pick so far?
That's a good one.
We got 6 in the board coming in on 7. Who do you think's made the best selection?
additionally, Chad, who is the
Berg.
most attractive NFL quarterback? Go ahead and drop that in there too.
There are
We wanna know
2
your
correct
opinion.
answers.
Yes.
I
One of
think
them
it's-
is no longer active though.
No, there's still 2.
Oh, okay.
Connor's
Okay.
active.
What?
What?
Stroud is the best pick. And number 2, okay.
Well, okay, you could be wrong. No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
Amon thinks Anthony Richardson is an exciting pick. Can't hate on the first pick,
I
of
don't-
course.
Yeah. The first pick is solid. Oh, look, Cadillac on stream. What up?
The cat. The pick is in for the Raiders. We're still waiting for Goodell to come up to the stage to announce it.
Yeah, he doesn't want to announce shit in front of Raiders fans. They'll fucking.
I don't know why. Like I said, I think this is gonna be a weird pick. It's just a gut feeling I have.
Davis is gonna in for some shenanigans.
Will Levis, maybe?
No, there's just no way. Not since they traded for Jimmy G. I'd be shocked.
No, I agree.
I think defense. I don't know who, but I think defense.
We're listening to it. Tyree Wilson.
Interior defensive
end.
help.
Yep.
I did say that. So there's something wrong with Jalen Carter. He's fallen.
Well, I mean, I think people expected that, like just with the off-field issues and, like I said, he had a few bad workouts. So yeah,
that is a tough fucking suit.
Yeah, it goes hard.
I could not rock that because I am very pale in complexion, but that shit goes hard.
I could rock that. I could do that. Tyree Wilson, the edge rusher out of Texas Tech, standing at 6'6", 271. He is
That dude looks
massive.
big enough fucking windbreaker, dude. Holy shit!
And he's like only 270.
I think
Look at his arms. What is his wingspan?
Oh god. Oh please, no.
Yeah, here it is.
Oh god. Oh no. Help! That right tackle got cooked.
I think this is a sneaky pick from the Raiders. I think this is a good pick from the Raiders. I
What
like
is
just
this
looking
guy's
at some of the tape.
wingspan?
This guy's huge.
Is it just weird? I feel like the Raiders have taken a lot of defensive linemen over. Like they took Cleveland Farrell way too early a couple years ago, and he hasn't really panned out. So maybe trying to rectify that. That was when Gruden was there. He should have picked that. By the way,
Excuse me?
should have picked that.
It's his wingspan.
86 inches.
Good lord.
That's a 7'2" wingspan.
How do you block that? Like honestly,
I have been
Like,
blocked
look.
out of my YouTube TV. I can no longer see the YouTube TV.
Giannis has an 87-inch wingspan. Just for look
And
at
this
his
dude-
arms.
and this dude weighs how much more than Giannis?
This was 270,
What's Giannis like?
but he's
Brian,
6 inches shorter than Giannis.
Give me your
Yeah,
timestamp real quick.
You had 520 on the Falcons pick, 518 on the Falcons
Okay,
pick.
cool.
Yeah. Ryan and I are literally on the same timing right now.
IDK,
That's
who
a
the hottest
good- that's
draft
a
pick is,
good
but I know
call.
the ugliest is Shroud.
I
No,
don't disagree with that pick.
Carson, we're talking about the most attractive current NFL quarterback.
But
That's
we
the
appreciate you throwing that in there, Carson.
Yeah.
No, wow. They all just like pick him up. It's kind of funny. That is a hard suit.
He looks like a Terminator.
Tech sucks, but they feed their kids cement.
Literally.
That's a great take.
comment. Yeah, that guy's huge. Yeah,
That guy's
holy
massive,
crap.
dude. Holy shit. Pick his
That
in
guy-
for the Falcons already.
Oh,
Levis.
man.
Will, our friend will kill himself.
The Falcons pick is in, and that's a relatively quick pick from the Atlanta Falcons, meaning that they. Is it Will Levis? Is Will Levis the guy? Oh, we have a take here. Mahomes kind of cute, not gonna lie.
Yo, Kermit do be kind of cute sometimes.
Oh, Ahmad's confident that the Falcons are taking Jalen Carter, so that's why
He
that
does
pick
fit
is
the
there.
culture of Atlanta.
No,
Could be Will Levis.
also, Georgia
What if-
guy,
what
you
if it
know,
was Will
local
Levis?
guy.
Yeah, it's a good point. Oh, you're probably right. It probably is Jalen Carter. Yeah, but it'd be funny if it was Will Levis. Better
All right,
content.
whenever it gets back, I need to. I got the screen warning too, so we'll lock it back
Nice.
in. So who else is trying to watch it? It might be mom or dad watching
Yeah.
something on YouTube TV.
Wait, so
I think I might go see. Huh?
Are you gonna get back in?
What do you mean? I just need to link up the time again.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I got you.
I mean, the pick is in, so it's going to be hard to do that. But
Got you. Who's cuter, Patrick Mahomes or Jackson Mahomes? I think that is correct. I think that's the exact take that we have here on the podcast. Ahmad Varani with the take. Hot take, the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are overrated. What do you think about that take?
Two was overrated. I thought one was really good.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm interested to
I
see what
understand
3 is. It's something I don't know if I'm going to go see it in theaters, but I'll definitely watch it at home.
The MCU's got turned around a little bit. They've been on like a little bit of a cold streak here recently. I feel like no one's been really like excited about any of the recent movies. I still haven't seen Ant-Man.
Not great.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've been waiting for it to come out on Disney Plus at this point.
Yeah,
Man, I'm getting a call from our local Falcons fan. Only can guess that he is unhappy with what is.
He's also in Colorado right now, so he's.
I will say that I have seen it won't be out till June, but I have seen critic reviews of The Flash, and of course of course people are saying it's amazing because DC can't catch a break. Of course, that's hilarious. But that'll be.
Dave said Levis was the best available. Wilson, no, the fuck he ain't.
So yeah, we're still waiting. The commercials are still going. We're waiting on this first pick. We're a little over an hour into this draft now. We aren't even through the top 10. That's the NFL for you. That's the NFL draft for you. They like to take their time.
It's also going faster than I expected, though.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking the same thing, which is kind of crazy. Remember the whole Aiden Hutchinson discussion last year? He had a pretty good year. He wasn't bad actually. But I remember people were concerned about him initially when he came into the league.
Here we go.
So it looks like we are.
Is it Will Levis?
Back here in Kansas City, waiting for Goodell to pick, and I just got kicked off of YouTube TV again.
Y'all are just trading YouTube TVs right now.
Yeah.
The guy for the Raiders was a redshirt senior, so he was a little bit of an older dude. Oh. He was a 3-star guy that started at A&M and then transferred to Tech. So he's a stud.
We will respond to this Carson question after the pick, because that's a little bit of a discussion. Carson knows my answers, but we'll get them to you in a second. So we're still waiting for Goodell to come up to announce the Falcons pick. It looks like it's a bit of a special pick. There's some guest announcements.
Sweet Caroline for the Falcons pick. That's what they play.
We got a younger guy. Boo.
Ahmad said, "Is that Young Hoku? Young Wei-Ku?" Sorry.
Robbie, Will just had a really funny text in the group that I cannot read on stream. Oh, baby. Falcons fans about to cope.
You know why they're doing this? Because they want to pin Will Levis on this kid.
This kid's nervous as hell.
Well, I would be too.
Oh!
Bijan Robinson at number 8 to the Atlanta Falcons. Bijan Robinson selected in the top 10.
Wow, early.
Ahmad owes me $5, by the way. But that's a Bijan Robinson to the Atlanta Falcons.
I mean, by far the best running back in the draft. It's just more of running backs just don't last in the NFL anymore. Number
8. That's insane. I mean, I think I've said this on the podcast.
He's a stud, yeah.
I've said this on the oh my lord, the podcast countless times that I think he's the best running back recruit that I've seen out of college since I've really.
I got bigger arms than he does, though.
Cap. Okay. But wow, Bijan Robinson going in the top 10 and number 8.
That shocks me because I feel like Algier played well last year. I feel like with the Falcons, you had so many other needs. Oh, trade.
Oh, we have another.
Eagles.
The Eagles.
Levis. He just signed Hurts to the biggest contract ever, Levis.
Trade.
Ryan, we need your updates,
number one. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. The number one need for the Eagles is defensive tackle.
Jalen Carter. In that locker room, though, the Eagles are such a good boy. I don't see Jalen Carter fitting with that at all.
They did lose Javon Hargrave.
Cuts are incredible.
No, I know.
The Eagles do have a need defensive tackle. They lost Javon Hargrave. He went to the Niners. He's a really good defensive tackle for them.
Yep.
Shout out Javon. He's from Salisbury, North Carolina. So shout out Javon.
What a lost the house on fucking Bijan going in the top 10.
Yeah.
8. Holy crap. I mean, like I said, I think he's gonna be incredible.
If you're in a dynasty league and you happen to hold the number 1 overall pick, That's a pretty good landing spot for Bijan Robinson.
Yeah. Schefter confident that Jalen Carter is going to make his way to Philadelphia, it seems like.
And I'm confident that I'm getting booted off YouTube TV once again.
Pain.
Dang. I mean, Bijan is an NFL-ready running back, but I feel like 8's so early to take
I did forget that they also have Jordan Davis from Georgia, too. Like, obviously played with Jalen Carter.
Yeah. That's a disgusting defensive front.
That is a disgusting defensive front.
If they do choose to pick him here. Come on.
Carson, with a fair point, surely they could have traded down to get Bijan.
True. Very true. Falcons fans cannot be happy right now.
No, I mean Bijan. You're thrilled that you get a player like Bijan, but at that,
where are you at, Connor? I'm at 116, 32.
Yeah, that's
33. Okay.
The Eagles pick.
Y'all are both slightly ahead of me on the last one. I didn't see Bijan until after you.
Ahmad says, "Why does this trade happen?" Well, it seems like because they're getting Jalen Carter. Is what the plan seems to be.
The Eagles have seen Carter fall far enough.
Yes, it's what it seems to be. So what pick did the Eagles have before this?
They would have had 31.
Oh no, they had 10. So they were just one back.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Mine is saying that the Bears were 9 and the Eagles were 10, so they switched spots.
Just swapped. I see.
But it's one spot, and if the Bears, yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see what the Bears are looking for. Will Levis?
The one team that really, legitimately would have no reason to take Will Levis. Take Will Levis.
Bears fans would be
trades up to take Will Levis.
So I think honestly, every single barring whatever happens in these last 2 picks, I think every other team except for the Falcons, if you're a fan of them, you're happy with what you've done in this top 10. But like it's
ACL.
But it's so hard to say that though, because like especially from my opinion, where I think Bijan is going to be incredible. It's hard to say that it's a bad.
Does Bijan going that high mean that another running back is taken in the first round?
I think Jahmyr Gibbs.
I don't think. I think Gibbs will still go where we thought he'd go, towards like the end of the first, maybe. But
I don't know, man. That's actually a cool hat. I like that. The design of the Falcons logo. Bijan being interviewed right now. Like the Philadelphia Eagles pick is in. We were waiting for Goodell to come out and announce it, and then the last pick of the top 10 will be the Chicago Bears. Yeah, he's always been like that though. So I believe we're going to react to this pick and the next pick, and then we will. Oh, there are the details. The Eagles receive the 9 pick, the Bears receive the 10 pick, and next year's 4th rounder. So basically, just a pick swap with a little sugar in it from the Eagles.
The Eagles must have thought the Bears were going to take their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're going to react to the next 2 picks, and then we will probably be signing off. But yeah, we thank you guys for joining us here today. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment anything that you want to ask us. We still have to address Carson's question that I'll get back to as soon as
I think here the Eagles take Jalen Carter, and I think the Bears probably take the tackle out of Northwestern, Peter Sharonsky or whatever his name is. I think that's what happens.
All right. So the Philadelphia. We're waiting for Philadelphia's pick. The Will Levis pick is coming in shortly. Goodell walking out. Boo.
Let's see.
We believe it's going to be Jalen Carter. Schefter believes it's going to be Jalen Carter.
Boo. There it is.
Jalen Carter goes to the Philadelphia Eagles. Didn't fall out of the top 10. He is now an NFL player in Philadelphia. A little bit of a weird culture thing there, given, like I said earlier, Jalen Hurts, and all very clean-nosed guys. So hopefully maybe it's just a bit of a maturity thing, and hopefully the guys that are there already can kind of help him out.
You also have a guy he knows in Jordan Davis. Like you have another defensive tackle that he knows and plays with and like has been with. So we hope that that's a positive influence as well.
Yep. Carson Anderson here asks, what are your favorite movies of all time? He knows mine, so I'll say them, but I'll wait for you guys.
I don't know.
I'm not like a big like movie guy. I mean,
Not a movie guy?
I'll tell you my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, go
It's
ahead.
not one of those cinematic masterpieces or anything like that. But I love Remember the Titans.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. A very
Like,
uplifting,
legitimately.
good message, great movie. That's my favorite movie of all time.
No.
My man's taking his time getting the stage.
Yeah.
Bears pick is already in, by the way.
The Bears pick is
Bears
in.
knew who they wanted, and they knew that they weren't having to fight the Eagles for it, so they thought it was an easy trade.
Jalen Carter emotional here as he goes up to accept the.
Connor, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Get Out, and then closely followed by Good Will Hunting. Those are my top two.
It's not the reason, Carson.
Jesus.
Remember the Titans, 42, and Coach Carter. I don't think I've ever seen Coach Carter, to be honest. 42 was good.
I haven't seen 42.
This man is
42
trying
is
not
really
to break down on live TV.
No, I know. It's a lot of there's a lot of cameras around. Like that's
It's tough, especially when he thinks he probably should have gone top 3.
Get Out has been my favorite movie for like 2 years. You've known this.
Catch up.
Yeah, what are we doing?
If you're an Eagles fan, how do you feel about this?
Weird.
Your defense is disgusting, though.
Dude, your whole team is filthy.
I feel like in terms of top end, I think he's the best guy you could get at 9 that has as much of a ceiling as he does. I think you're really worried about potentially character, all that other stuff, but you do have a very strong locker room.
It's
Yeah.
It's the upside.
They definitely got baited into this. The fact that the Bears put in their pick so fast means they were not planning on taking Jalen Carter.
He's loving it. He's loving it. Some Eagles fans liking the pick.
Yeah, I hate Eagles fans. So.
And as we said, the Chicago Bears pick is in. The Chicago Bears pick is in, and this will be the last one we're going to react to.
It's 100% going to be Peter Shronsky.
Ryan's
Northwestern guy, right outside of Chicago.
Ryan's confident. Bijan Robinson in the top 10, man. It's number 8. It's crazy.
I guess that's the biggest surprise, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Damn, we're interviewing this guy. Come on now. I have not seen the thing, but I should check it out. I know I've heard good things about it, so I'll check it out. So yeah, we were waiting. Obviously, they have to go through their whole, especially in the first round. They have
314.
Especially in the first round, they have to go through the whole. When you get picked, you have to show the highlight reel and all the all the stats and stuff. So even though the Bears pick is already in, we will have to wait a little bit. I don't know if either of y'all know what he's referencing when he says, "Do you remember the Joey Bosa clip?"
No idea.
Carson, would you mind clarifying what you are referring to, sir? So yeah, Jalen Carter there being the selection from the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, we've discussed our concerns with him, but obviously he has a lot of upside in terms of the talent. And so we'll see. And as Robbie said, I mean, that just makes that defense even more disgusting, and that overall team is just it's a great team. So maybe you think the Eagles make a Super Bowl return?
Yes.
Back to back.
Who in the NFC is really like putting up a fight?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Just kidding.
All right, that's it for this stream. Thanks for tuning in.
Robbie, we have to act the part sometimes. We have to
That's
at least pretend. But yeah, no, I'm in agreement. I think the Eagles. I don't know who's going to dethrone the Eagles this year. A question for you, gentlemen. When do you think it's time for the the Vikings to start investigating new options, start switching the team up?
Yes. Probably next year. I think they start perusing options next year. I mean, Kirky boy is
just getting older.
A little older.
Yeah, same with Kirk.
Dalvin's getting a little older. They still got some obviously pretty good receivers. Ugh.
You could get a crap ton for Jefferson, but I mean, you don't. I think he's untouchable.
Is that Kelsey? Jason Kelsey.
I think that is Jason Kelsey. I think so.
It looked like him.
Like him. Chicago Bears are picking right now.
Tackle.
Darnell Wright, the offensive tackle out of
not
Tennessee.
the Northwestern guy.
So still a tackle. Not a shock.
That's not a guy I'm seeing on a lot of people's boards, actually. I think that's maybe a little bit of a stretch pick.
Probably why the Bears have traded back so much.
Yeah. Not someone I'm seeing
not even in the green room.
Board. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome for him, though.
Wow, not in the green room. That is I didn't even realize that at first.
So obviously a pick that is unlikely, it seems, in this top 10. That's amazing for him. Obviously, he's getting more money than he probably expected, so that's awesome.
I don't know if you heard them say, but he started games at center, guard, and tackle.
Mel just said he thinks he could be the best player in the draft.
Holy crap! There it is. That's a take.
I mean,
the Titans pick's already in.
Stay on for the Titans pick.
Okay, yeah, I guess we're staying on for the Titans
because it's Will Levis.
Yeah, dude, it's please.
Damn.
So I'm not. We have a take here that it's going to be the 49ers and Saints against each other. And Ahmad said, Saints? So, I don't know, man.
Hendon Hooker gets drafted?
So we are going to stick around for the Titans pick, given that they did it so quickly. We are still watching some highlights of the man that was just picked. As Ryan and Robbie said, not in the green room, so I don't think he was expecting to go this early, but that's pretty incredible. Darnell Wright, there he is.
Kuiper's saying the best player in the draft is some fucking high praise.
Yeah, or he like potential to be is what he means.
Yeah.
I guess you. That's awesome.
They knew the Bears knew they were going to get him. You see that hat was there?
Yeah. They're like, you're coming to us, brother.
Yeah.
We are currently getting shots of the crowd in Kansas City. The sun has set, the moon has come out, the lights are on, and the draft is underway. So
and Grimace is walking around.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Yeah.
B-5-4-fum.
So, as stated, we watched this Titans pick, and barring that Detroit's pick comes in ungodly quickly, we will be ending the stream here. We thank you once again so much for joining us. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. It helps us out, and we would really appreciate it. You know, these two gentlemen work very hard over here and to provide the content for you.
I work.
Yeah.
I do something, that's for sure.
We the boys.
We no longer can have Bijan.
Right now. Got a Knights hat on and Alabama. I guess I got the Alabama on for two of the first three picks.
I'm currently trash talking Ahmad, asking where my $5 at, boy.
Max.
In regards to?
We made a bet. I said that I believed Bijan would be picked in the first round, 25 or higher, and Ahmad predicted after 25.
Man, your bet paid big. You should have gotten better odds on that.
I know, bro. That's what I'm
10?
saying. Yeah, hey, it's crazy.
5-1 on top 10. Yeah,
I know, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Ahmad, you're stupid. I can't believe you do that.
L plus ratio.
Plus ratio.
Damn, I want a Baconator, bro. What is that? Why am I craving it so bad? Oh man. So a very like I said, I don't think I was necessarily wrong when I said this was one of the most entertaining drafts that we've seen in recent memory with all the trades that have happened, especially in the top 10. Is the Cardinals making out like bandits, I think, in that first round, even though like they were still able to get to the guy that they wanted, I think, ultimately, and a lot of extra picks on top of that. So I think the Arizona Cardinals are probably, at the moment, the biggest winners of the draft, certainly through the first 11 picks.
I think there are a lot of teams that have gotten their guys so far.
Yeah.
I think that most teams are happy with how this has gone. I think the big storyline now is when will Levis go and how hard will that team get clowned depending on how early they take him.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What?
You see what Will just sent?
Grubbs?
No.
Shout out Will Grubbs. Carson, what do you think about Will Grubbs? I'd love to know. I'd love to know what you think.
Get some water.
Robbie, if you could be good at any obscure sport, what would it be?
What are you finding is like obscure? Like does golf count?
No. Something more obscure.
I think being good at ping pong would kind of slap. Cause you kind of just like pull that out at parties and just like dominate people mentally and physically.
What? Huh?
It's got to be something like you can like be with people and be like, oh yeah, like I'm not really like that good at this sport, and like kind of like throw the first one, like you put some money on the second one, and then you just like dominate them. Yeah.
Like I feel like pool. Like pool would probably be people.
I'd want to be good at pool.
That's a good one.
I mean, I'm already like
I'm actually already good at pools, so. I'd love to be better at darts. I'm so bad at darts.
Oh yeah, I'm also awful at darts.
I'm really bad at darts.
Ahmad has a hot take here. Falcons going to outperform the Saints this year.
Hot take.
There it is. We are currently getting shots of the Titans fans in Kansas City, waiting for Roger Goodell to come up on the stage to announce the number 11 pick.
So they can boo him.
Tennessee Titans. Yeah, this is not only kind of two shockers in the first round so far. Bijan, obviously, at number 8. That last pick with that offensive lineman who wasn't even in the green room. Yeah, it's interesting. Pick is in. We're getting the graphic once again, and I believe that means that Goodell should be coming up on the stage imminently. So we will be waiting here to see. And I think, yes, he is. There he is. Goodell is coming out to announce the Titans pick. Will Levis. It's not actually.
There's that Northwestern tackle.
There's the Northwestern tackle that Ryan was.
Yo, everyone in chat talking mad shit about the NFC South. Like the Panthers didn't just finish a game back of the Saints with no quarterback. Like we're just gonna ignore that.
Robbie, that division was so awful.
Bro, if DJ Moore doesn't throw his fucking helmet, we win the division.
Oh God, you're right. I forgot about that.
I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad. Oh.
That is so. Yeah, the Titans select a tackle, and it is on to the Detroit Lions at number 12. But I think we are going to be signing off here. But like I said, we thank you very, very much for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. We had a lot.
Take his in for the Lions. It's kind of wild that all these teams in the first round are tanking a little bit more.
I'm booting up Overwatch, so.
All right.
Ryan, we got hella time too. We got to go to work. We got so much time.
No, I don't.
Anyone wants to go on Overwatch with us, hit us up. That's what we'll be next. 100%. Maybe on Twitch. Who knows? Get crazy.
No. I say things I regret when I play that game.
So yeah, thank you very much for joining us today. Hopefully you had fun watching us, and we had a lot of fun doing this. And let us know in the comments what was the biggest shocker, what was the biggest lock. Let us know if you bet on it and made any money, because we're big gambling guys over here.
Huge.
Huge. When Ryan moves to Ohio and I can text him, put in bets for me, it's over.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.